Hey guys, it's the Manhattan Project. I don't know. What do we want to call this series?
First edition, special edition, first series, episode 1, season 1.
You want to pick one of those? First edition, limited edition series, episode 1, first run of the series.
Right.
Yeah. Let's call this Manhattan Project the beginning.
Epilogue.
No, but you got to think it really is. So, we're looking to do neat pour reviews of whiskeys that we're doing in the Manhattan cocktails,
Right.
and the Manhattan cocktail videos don't show us doing the neat pours.
Yes. Yeah, so we're not really that far out of bounds. We're doing neat pours, but these will all be whiskeys that have gone into our Manhattans. So we're kind of doing it in reverse order. That's your glass, by the way.
It is. It had a thing inside of it. So
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, so we're doing it in reverse order.
Yeah.
Normally you'd probably see us doing the neat pours first, but we're going to back up and do it after we make the Manhattans in this case.
well, in this case, because we've done most of the stuff that we have already. So
25 episodes in, 50 whiskeys, so we kind of have to do it this way at this point.
Yep. But new whiskeys. It will be the Manhattan Project, the beginning.
Okay.
And then our regular videos are going to be the Manhattan Project, the next generation.
Anyways,
Sorry. All right. Enough shenanigans. What's on the menu tonight?
Woodinville Bourbon out of Washington State.
Yeah, why don't you tell us about that story?
Here, will you hold this for me? No, seriously, you're going to have to...
All right.
My eyes are getting old.
All right. All right, guys.
The next time I may be using readers.
This is a bit of a mouthful, so I'm going to read it to you, because that's what I do here. I read. This truly small batch bourbon starts with traditionally grown corn, rye, and malted barley. All of our staple grains are cultivated exclusively for us on the Omlin. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's Omlin. We're going to go with Omlin. Family farm in Quincy, Washington. The grains are mashed, distilled, and barreled in our Woodinville distillery, then trucked back over the Cascade Mountains to our private barrel houses where Central Washington's extreme temperature cycles promote the extraction of natural flavors from the oak. Prior to being coopered, the barrel wood is seasoned in open air, rain, wind, sun, and snow for 18 months, softening the wood's harsh tannins. The barrels are then slowly toasted and heavily charred to further enrich the wood's desirable flavors. This meticulous process yields a truly handcrafted spirit with the aromas of creme brulee, spice cabinet.
What does that even mean?
I'm just reading this thing. Somebody's going to correct me. It's probably not pronounced cabinet, even though it's spelled cabinet. As well as notes of rich caramel, dark chocolate, and vanilla bean on the palate with a sweet, lingering finish. There you have it, guys. That's Woodinville Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This happens to be the Private Select. This is at Howard County Select Barrel. This guy clocks in at a hefty 58.85% ABV or a 117.70 proof. Brought to you by my friend Brian. Cheers, buddy. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Brian.
We're not drinking your trees tonight.
Well, so the interesting part of what you said to me, anyways, is that they barrel it in one place and they truck it over to age in barrels in these varying climates, so that it releases different flavors from the barrels.
Yep.
And we've had this obviously, as are most of our whiskeys,
A little bit of it.
And we scored this one very high in a Manhattan as well.
It was really good. And I don't know, or I don't remember drinking this one neat.
I don't either.
Yeah. So I'm excited for this.
Am I surprised we don't remember it? No.
Just in case yours has some fuzzies in there.
Would,
Well, let's do it. Let's do
I
it.
would rather have the fuzzies, to be honest with you.
Listen. What's that smell like?
Whiskey.
Don't say whiskey.
Whiskey and cork.
All right. One for me. Boom. One for you. There you go. All right. Let's swirl her around.
Picking up a little ethanol here.
Yeah?
It's a little hot.
Well, it's almost 60%.
Right.
So it's going to be there. But I will say, for those of you out there that care about this kind of stuff, this bottle's been open now for probably a couple months, right?
Yep.
So this is hardly a neck pour. So being 58, almost 60%, a neck pour, this guy I think would be significantly harsher.
Right.
But being that it does have the alcohol that it has in it, I'm not surprised that you get that ethanol.
Right.
Right off the bat. I don't know. I get the vanilla. I get the oak. I get like red fruits. I get almost like a cherry note.
Yeah, I'm getting
actually
cherry wood. Specifically.
Yeah, cherry wood, and almost those. What are those cherries that you get, like chocolate covered cherries at like Christmas time? What are those things?
I call them chocolate
No,
covered
they're cherries. Bing cherries.
Bing cherries.
Bing cherries. Yeah, I get that. I get a lot of that. That's about it. I mean, for me personally, the last thing that was hot that I just was able to sample was that Coy Hill, which you know who you are out there.
And that was very hot.
That was very hot.
Okay.
But maybe we can do a little tasty deal of that one at some point. But yeah, this is, I think, very well rounded. All right.
All right. Enough of this.
Ready? Cheers.
Cheers.
That's good.
It is.
So, I get some caramel. I get some. I wouldn't say it's burnt caramel. It's bright. It's a nice bright caramel. That vanilla shining through, the oak shining through a little bit. I even get a little bit of like baking spices, like nutmeg, clove type of thing.
Okay.
Do you get any of that?
No, the first two things you said, which was, what'd you say?
So I said vanilla.
Yes.
I said oak.
Oak.
I do get
Caramel.
Caramel.
Yeah.
Light caramel.
Yes. That's dominating to me, the light caramel. I'm not getting any cinnamon. I don't know what you mean by baking spices, but
So baking spices to me is like just a richness, like a little bit of a spice. Like, baking spices to me, think of a combination of clove, like coriander, nutmeg, brown sugar, like all of that stuff kind of mixed in.
okay.
Like a dark, like burnt, like pie crust almost type of flavor. I get a little bit of that.
Yeah, I'm getting some of those things that you just said. Not all of them, but
the finish is pretty long.
it is.
So I just kind of did not quite a Kentucky chew, but like a little bit of a longer hold, and like I'm still getting it.
Yeah. No, this is dynamite. Like, it sticks with you. It's not. It's complex. It doesn't fade away quickly. Even not being a huge neat drinker, I could drink this neat easily.
You know what I'm getting? Fuck those basic baking spices. I'm getting spice cabinet. I didn't even think about that.
It's probably the same thing as you were saying.
Creme brulee, right?
Baking
burnt
spices.
caramel,
Yeah.
like burnt sugar caramel.
Right.
So yeah, so we're getting all the same things that they tell you you're supposed to get. The biggest thing for me that I think was a little bit of a departure from that was just on the nose, getting that kind of like Bing cherry, kind of like kind of dark sweetness.
And you can see why this is so good in Manhattan.
Oh yeah, everything about this lends itself really well to it. So anyway, so I don't think I have anything else to say.
Victory. No, this is a good one.
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Do we want to do like the neat bunghole?
Oh, we haven't even discussed that.
We haven't.
No.
We'll come up with a different name for our neat pour ratings.
I don't think it needs a different name.
The neat hole.
As opposed to no. No, we'll just do the neat bunghole.
Yeah. So
I almost
I
feel like we should have started off with like Jim Beam or something to set the bar really low, because this is pretty good.
This is going to set the bar incredibly high, and quite frankly, I think it probably would be higher if we had some other things to leverage that against.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. 8.5.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's fantastic. Like I said, if we'd have been doing this neat thing for a while and we had all the the catalog of all those other things, I think this would probably be 9 or 9.5. But I don't want to set the bar too ridiculous.
We could revisit it too.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
I'm gonna hide that.
So, all right, guys. Woodinville
Season 1,
Straight-
Episode 1, neat pours.
bourbon, whiskey, all of that. Private select, Howard County select. Thanks, Brian. Here's to you, buddy. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Check out the things in the description. Like and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.